Hi Flosstube. Today is Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. I'm Mel from Mel of Hope Stitches and welcome to my channel. I apologize for the crazy lighting. I am doing my best. It's night. I just got home from work and I'm a little tired, so we'll see how this goes. I have not filmed at night yet, but it's been about 2 weeks since my last video and I have a goal that I set for myself to try to film something every 2 to 3 weeks. So I really wanted to get this in with some of the stitching that I've done. So tonight I'm going to share with you some FFOs, some almost FFOs, some whips in progress, and some haul that I have given into, I guess would be the term. Still not a lot of stitchy things. Well, no, there's stitchy things, but they're not charts. They're not charts. I have not bought any charts. And nope, I take that back. I did buy one chart. But it's an automatic club, so does it count? Well, I'm still being really good. Let's put it there. My big haul is going to be when I go to StitchCon, but that's not for a while yet. So let me get into some patterns and some charts that I was working on this week. So the first thing I wanted to share with you was a find. So I really had an itch on St. Patrick's Day to stitch something up, and I was just looking around the web, and I discovered, which you guys probably already know this, but I discovered that Fat Quarter Shop has a whole section of freebies. Some of them are their own, some of them are others that they've found along the way. But as I went through, they have this new little series called Petite Stitches. And look at this darling little lucky shamrock for St. Patrick's Day. So he's 24 wide by 28 high, 2.5 by 2 and a little over 3/4 for the finished size. So I thought, you know what, that is quick. It was quick, guys. It wasn't even a whole half a day. I mean, I think I fully finished this and it was an afternoon. Their suggestion was to do it on 10 count Lori Holt. I didn't have that and I didn't really want it that chunky. So I had a piece of green Aida in my stash and I think it's, I can tell you, yep, it's 14 count. So I stitched Mr. Lucky up here and then I just made him into a pillow. So I just sewed this nice fabric here and I had this really cool lady dots, little polka dots, not polka dots, little dot chenille from my grab bag that she had. And then I just finished it the Kathy Haberman way with some felt. I did get some of the wool felt. Actually, my mom gifted it to me. And what a difference between the Michaels felt. So definitely use some wool felting. And I had a cute little pillow up on Thanksgiving, not on Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, I told you it's night on St. Patrick's Day and that just made me smile. So that was a quick finish, start and finish. Another start and finish that I had over the last couple weeks was the spring freebies I had shown to you from Whilst Iris is Napping. So I decided to stitch these up and I did them on a 14 count Aida. Picture this plus the color Whirlpool. And here are the bunnies and how cute they came out. I did use some of the called for colors and some was just what I had in my stash. There's a big border all around, which I love. And there's an alternate border with hearts, but I wanted to keep both similar. And then again, I just finished it that same Kathy Haberman way. Don't look too closely at my stitches because they're a little messy. But I think this is so cute. And I will tell you, I made so many mistakes sewing my trim. I don't know what I was thinking. So it's sewn and glued because it was just a lovely happening and I'll get better at it. So that was this guy. And then I did also stitch up the carrots. So when I stitched the carrots, sorry, I thought I was organized in where I was putting things, but not so much. So here are the carrots all stitched up and they're just on a piece of foam board because they're gonna go on this really cute bunny that I snagged at 75% off from Michael's last year. So this is gonna go here and just picture this with a bunny with nice eyes painted on there because that's gonna happen. And there's also gonna be a really cute velvet blue bow there. So this is almost done. So that was a finish that's almost a fully finished, but not quite there. But it will be probably by the weekend is my goal. And the colors I use, like I said, I used some of the called for and some of just from my stash. So from my stash, I used avocado instead of dried thyme. I used Weeks Dye Work Carrot instead of Clockwork because again, I had it. Instead of sanguine, I used Color and Cotton Primrose. the browns. I think everything else was called for because there's about 10 colors between the two cards. I did not have grits by Weeks Dye Works, so I used natural cotton from Color and Cotton, which I thought, if you're doing cottontails, what a cool color to use, but cotton. So those were the colors I used in that chart, and I will list them below as well, so you will see them. Another finish that I did comes from a chart that I had started, I think 2 Easters ago. It's Bunny Bakery from Stitching with the Housewives. And I think I started it 2 Easters ago. And it is a Fabric Flare 14 count purple, but I don't know the exact name that I did stitch it on. And then I put it away for a long time because I was not happy with my white stitches. I've grown a lot since with how I do my white stitches. These ones are a little messy, but they're fine. And I finished it up this summer, and then I just fully finished it this weekend. So this is gonna hang. And all I did was I put some, this was a piece of wall mount. It was plain white that I think I found at Aldi's, believe it or not. So I just mounted some fabric behind, put this on there, made a bow, and put a button in there. And I just think it's so precious. You can see all my terrible white stitches. But just precious for spring. You know that it is spring and the Easter season is upon us. So that will be going out. I'm excited for that. My next fully finished, I'm kind of like, it's a little scary that I have this many fully finishes because sometimes they sit around forever, is ABCs of Autumn from Little House Needlework. So the fully finish is here. It's kind of long. Maybe I should put it over here where there's not a lot behind me. So you can kind of see this long paddle it's on. And it's just, I just have one color behind it. So it's a board on board. And truth be told, look at this. This is a lot longer than the paddle, but it's the longest I could find at Hobby Lobby. And it's not attached yet because now that I saw this finished, I want to make spring, winter, and summer ABCs. So I think I'm going to attach this with washers and magnets so that I will just have one paddle. And then I was thinking about a bow up here, but I think I'm just gonna do some like little leaves or something. So it's not totally finished yet, but I thought it was close enough to call it finished. And this, if you look closely, this is the same purple that I used on this spring color. So it's a very versatile color. So that was exciting to have that completed. So those were my full finishes for this time, or near full finishes. As you can see, I found even some more that I still need to fully finish. And I wanted to point out, this one I'm gonna try a flat fold on. So I have everything cut, I just haven't tried the flat fold yet. And then I belonged to the Snapshot Club that Fat Quarter Shop had a couple of years ago. So I have all the kits for all the months. I have made January and February at this time. And they're on a 10 count Lori Holt fabric. So they're super chunky, and I'm sorry they're not ironed, but you can see how chunky the stitches are, and they're a lot of fun. And I have the frame they're gonna go in. I just haven't decided how I wanna mount it because it's a big white frame here. Let me just, well, I'll show it to you next time. Next time I'll have it done. That'll be my goal. So I have January and February stitched. I have not stitched any of the other months yet, but I'll get that done soon. So those are exciting, and they're gonna go on a big white frame. So I need to figure that piece out and get it done. And I was being told the other day, what, you don't have March done? So I've got to work on that. So next I'm going to share some whips. Because I had so much stitching that ended up getting fully finished, I only gave 2 of my whips a little bit of love this week. And one of them is His Name is Jesus, and that is a free pattern that you can get from Joyful Expressions if you join them. And there is a His Name is Sal 23. Sal, if you want to join any of us, we have that going on Instagram, and it's a lot of fun. So feel free. We just post our work as we make a little progress. And I'm about halfway done. So at this point, and I apologize that it is a little bit wrinkly because I just took it out of the Q-snap to share with you. But this part here, this His Name is Jesus, is the huge part. I have, what do I have to write up here? Son of Man. So I need to stitch Son of Man up here, and then everything is down here. So it's about halfway done. I'm absolutely loving this. I think I've said it before. My goal is to be done with this piece by Easter. And I picked these colors because they are important colors in the church for both Advent and Lent. So those are the 2 times of year that I'm hoping to have this piece up. And I was reading through a email that I had gotten from Joyful Expressions this week, and I learned there's a Holy Spirit print that is very similar. So that might be on my Sunday Stitched log at some point, but I have a lot on the docket for my Sunday Stitch. The next stitch I worked on was practically perfect in every way. I worked about this much on it, you guys, not a lot. Black is interesting to work on depending on your lighting and depending on how your allergies are. That's what I will say. The only progress I've made is up in Miss Mary Poppins' umbrella, but I have made some progress, and you can't really see it. Oh, now you can. I put it closer. There's dots in there that are going to be white for the polka dots in her umbrella. So I've got this little bit up here to finish, and then I'll be done her umbrella. And then at that point, I'll show you in this wonderful pattern, I think I'll work on Mary herself and see how I get that done. My goal with this piece is to get it close to a finish so that I can finish it up at StitchCon, because I did get this up at StitchCon last year. So we'll see what I get done this week, and I may flip projects a little bit. I have a gift project I need to work on, and I don't know, I'm feeling the itch to start a couple new projects. I really want to start my Nora Corbett reindeer. So those are on my list of maybe one of those I might start. So I was thinking about some new starts. And when you think about new starts, or you need a Q-snap to go in something, right? I had to take the Q-snap off Mary to do my bunnies, so then I couldn't work on Mary and the bunnies at the same time. Well, I could, but I'd have to take the Q-snaps off, and that's just not worth it to me. So I decided to order some more, I was gonna order more Q-snaps, and then I thought, you know, what else could I use? And people keep talking about the Nerge. Sorry, it's crinkly. They keep talking about the Nerge hoops. So I did go on Amazon, and you guys, there was a one-day Prime special, and I got all 3 of these for $30. And that, I mean, this big one is big. So I have not taken them out yet. I haven't used them. So maybe, just maybe, a Nora Corbett reindeer is going to be in a Nerge. I've heard varying opinions about how strongly and how tight the Nerge holds your fabric. So I really want to see. I just want to see how it works, and I'm hoping it works well. So I have another go-to, and I've got 3 more frames, which means, friends, at least 3 more projects. So I did get that on Amazon, so that was a piece of haul. My other pieces of haul were my clubs. So my Country Cottage Needlework, I got in the next Big City Christmas installment, and I haven't stitched these up at all yet. I still have not figured out if I bought the fabric for one big piece or smaller pieces. It's on my to-do list. It's just not up at the top. And then my Color and Cotton March Club came in, and you guys, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous bluish, greenish, Easter eggish color. I absolutely love it. I don't know if they have the name. Pardon the crinkles, and I'll see if there's a name on here. Waterfall. It's a beautiful name. So this is the color Waterfall, and I get, oh, sorry, that was upside down. I get Waterfall in the 28 count Lugana. I just love this color. It's so pretty. And then my March thread from Color and Cotton is also here. I have not gotten my Be Stitch Me Club yet, but I know she shared that she was running a little behind this month due to Nashville. And I've still been staying strong, my friends. I have not, I haven't purchased anything. So my Color and Cotton March clubs had Dutch Tulip. Go this way, maybe that's better. Dutch Tulip, Marigold, Tadpole, water lily, picket fence, which is a really neat, like grayish white. You know, it's more white than gray. Topsoil, purple calla lily, blueberry patch, bluebird. You see that variegation in there? It's so pretty. And I love this name, puddle jumping. Puddle jumping, look at that beautiful color. So those are the colors that came in that club. So that was my other purchase. Then, I'm not a huge Target person. I go to Target, you guys, like once every 4 months. I really don't go, if I go that often. I'm not a Target person, but I did go to Target this week. And when I was there, I went over to the dollar section, which I don't know about your Targets, but my Target dollar section used to be huge. Now it is smaller. And things are, it's more like the $5 section I'm finding. But I found something I think is going to be really cute. I'm not sure how it's going to work yet, but they had these really cute fresh flowers cut little containers for $5. And they're made by the Horizon Group USA, is what the tag on the back says. And it was just in that dollar section. So I was a little crazy in Target and I said, I wonder if the seed packets from Stitching with the Housewives would fit in here. Because I thought that could be really cool. So I measured, went over to the aisle, let me tell you, and got a ruler to measure and pulled these on my Google Drive, and they will indeed fit in there. It'll depend on the type of fabric you use, but if you use the 28 count that they call for, or a 14 count, or something smaller, they're gonna fit. So I'm like, I'm sold, it's gonna fit. So I bought this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use it. I have all the seed patterns, haven't made any of them yet. So I don't know if I wanna like stick the seed patterns in, or if I wanna stick 6 in, and I don't know. I haven't decided, but I thought it'll be a different, fun summer finish. So that was an exciting purchase. And then I was at Hobby Lobby this weekend, which Hobby Lobby, unlike Target, I go there a lot and could go there a lot. And they had St. Patrick's Day things on clearance. They had spring on 40% off. And then they're doing something weird in their needlework area. They must be getting ready to do a new plan. So they had a lot on clearance. And I had heard that from somebody. So I wanted to check out what they had. The Hobby Lobby I was in was different because they had very few fabrics on sale. They had a lot of fabric in stock. And then they also had a small section of charts, but their charts were really wiped out. So I think people really bought a lot of charts. There was one I almost bought. It was an artiste, and it was the 50 states, and each one was stitched a little different. And I liked it. I thought, oh, this is cool. But it was the educator in me coming out. It wasn't something that I would want to stitch for my home. So I did not get it, but I am going to walk away and get my Hobby Lobby bag, and I'll be right back because I got some really cool things. Okay, sorry about that delay, and yep, sorry about the sound, but it's worth it, folks, because it is bargains. So in their spring shop on sale, I got 2 of these absolutely sweet little tobacco baskets, and I know I'll have some cute little sweet finishes for in there at some point. I got these cute Easter eggs that say joy and faith. What else? Hope. I think I just bought 3 of them for a dough bowl or for a tiered tray. Eastery, they had super cute flat back eggs that I thought are going to be really cute on a finish at some point. I absolutely loved this pick, and I thought I can, whoops, a piece fell off, but I can even take some of them apart if I need to, if I need it smaller, but you don't always find the Easter ones, so I thought, well, it's on sale, I'm going to get it. And then St. Patrick's Day was on super sale. So they had these cute little rolling pins. pens, you guys. I think I paid $1 for. So I was like, how can I not get those to do something with next year? They had mini bead rope. They had a little tassel-y dude for a display. So I don't know, it was a good price. I was in the mood for it. And then the only thing I bought in the needlework aisle was a piece of Artiste Zweigart. Sorry again about the glare. And it is a 32 count Belfast linen. And I haven't stitched on 32. 28 is the highest I've gone. Now I'm double thinking that because I think I do think I've stitched on it now that I think about it. I'm doing the Little America series from Little House Needleworks, and I think that calls for 32 count Weeks Dye Works tin roof. And so I think I have stitched on 32 count before. It's been a while, but anyway, $3.24 instead of $12.99. How can you pass that up, right? So they had literally 2 of these. That was the only fabric they had that was on clearance, and this I knew I'd use, so I grabbed it. So we'll see. It's in the color natural. It's natural. It'll be good. So that was my haul. So a little bit of shopping. Not bad, not bad. I'll be reporting back on the Nerge hoops to see how they are compared to a Q-snap. I did try stitching in hand for a while. I don't like it because I don't feel like I'm consistent with the way my stitches come out. So I do prefer to have some type of a hoop. I love Q-snaps. I love the tautness of a Q-snap. So I'm a little concerned that the Nerge won't be quite as taut, but we'll see what happens. My plans coming up the next couple weeks, I have my gift stitch that I want to work on as time prevails. I want to work a little bit more on Mary Poppins. I really want to give, his name is Jesus, a lot of limelight to get a lot of that stitched up. And then I'll see from there. I might start something new. I did do those other 3 last week, so that I'm still itching to start something bigger that's new. I'm just not sure what yet. I don't know. I kind of want to do a seed pack. I kind of want to work on my Brenda Gervais, the months that I showed last time that I want to work on. And I really want to start a Nora Corbett reindeer. I really feel like I should probably finish something big before I start something else big. So I might just go to town on some of these a little bit and get further along. We'll see. But I thank you again for being here. I appreciate you for subscribing, liking the video. Feel free to share it, pass it along. Again, I apologize for this lighting. It is night, which I don't think is helping. But it is what it is. Just giving back. And I'm hoping to get some of these finished also for next time. So till I see you then, happy stitching. Enjoy these next few weeks. Spring has hopefully sprung where you live, and I will see you later. Have a great one.